Welcome. Today we will be talking about Western civilization. Everything you see around you, cities, money, borders, technology, exists because of it. But the real story, the truth about how it rose to power and shaped the world, was never taught to you. For centuries, empires rose and fell, armies marched, kings ruled, and religions guided nations. Yet one system survived, not through force alone, but through ideas, laws, and trade. Logic became power, systems became unstoppable, and today, it still governs the world you live in. Western civilization didn't rise because it was kinder. It didn't rise because it was more moral. It rose because it learned how to think differently, and then how to turn thinking into power. For most of human history, societies were built on obedience. Kings ruled by blood. Truth came from gods. Tradition was law. People followed orders because questioning them was dangerous. Then, in one part of the ancient world, something unexpected happened. People began asking questions no ruler wanted asked. What is truth? Who should rule? Why should anyone obey? This was ancient Greece, and its most powerful invention wasn't democracy, it was argument. For the first time in history, disagreement wasn't chaos, it was encouraged. Ideas were tested, challenged, broken apart. Logic mattered more than lineage. Reason mattered more than ritual. Thinking itself became a weapon. But ideas alone don't conquer the world. That's where Rome enters the story. Rome didn't invent philosophy. Rome weaponized it. The Romans understood something terrifyingly simple. If you control law, you control people you will never meet. Rome built systems instead of relying on individual rulers, rules instead of loyalty, roads, armies, bureaucracy, all operating like a machine that could expand endlessly. Rome didn't just conquer land, it standardized life, language, law, trade, identity. But even machines break. Rome collapsed under its own weight, and when it did, it looked like Western civilization should have ended with it. It didn't, because power had already changed form. When armies fell, belief remained. Christianity inherited Rome's structure and spread it through faith instead of force. Authority moved from emperors to institutions. Power no longer lived only in swords, it lived in ideas inside people's minds. For centuries, Europe was held together, not by science or debate, but by belief. Order returned, but curiosity became dangerous. Questioning truth was heresy. Knowledge slowed, and yet curiosity never disappeared. It waited. Then came the most dangerous moment in Western history. The West turned against itself. Artists, philosophers, and scientists began questioning everything. God, nature, authority, reality itself. The Renaissance shattered old rules. The printing press spread ideas faster than kings could control them. Knowledge escaped the hands of the few and entered the minds of the many. Science replaced superstition. Observation replaced tradition. Truth became something you could test. And suddenly the world changed speed. Navigation improved. Weapons evolved. Empires expanded outward, violently. Western civilization didn't spread because it was peaceful. It spread because it was efficient. Ships crossed oceans. Guns enforced control. Entire continents were absorbed into global systems they never chose. This is where the story becomes uncomfortable. The West brought law, science, medicine, and technology. It also brought slavery, exploitation, and erased cultures. Freedom was preached, while domination was practiced. This contradiction is the core of Western civilization. Progress and destruction, liberty and violence, reason and brutality. Other civilizations were advanced. China had technology. The Islamic world preserved knowledge. India mastered mathematics. Africa built powerful kingdoms. So why didn't they dominate the planet? Because Western civilization did something different. It didn't rely on tradition. It didn't freeze knowledge. It constantly tore itself apart and rebuilt stronger. The West created systems that could evolve. Legal systems, financial systems, scientific systems, military systems. But the most powerful system of all was narrative. The West learned how to tell the world's story and make it universal. Money followed Western rules. Borders followed Western logic. Time itself was measured by Western standards. The most powerful weapon wasn't the gun, it was the rulebook. By the modern era, Western civilization no longer needed to conquer directly. Its systems were already everywhere. Markets replaced empires. Media replaced missionaries. Influence replaced invasion. But dominance comes at a price. Inequality grew. Resources were drained. Entire regions were reshaped to serve global systems rather than local people. Old wounds never healed, and now the cracks are showing. Trust in institutions is collapsing. Economic systems feel unstable. Technology moves faster than ethics. Power concentrates again, not in kings but in corporations and algorithms. Which brings us to the question no one can avoid. Is Western civilization the peak of human progress? Or is it just another empire, more complex, more powerful, waiting to fall? Because history has one rule: no system lasts.